How can we deliver effective ICT4D policy? To answer that, we turn, of course, to Gordon Ramsay, the British chef who hosts the Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen TV shows, where he's sent to turn around an underperforming restaurant. What does Gordon do when he goes in? Well, he tends to find problems in three areas, all of which need sorting out. There's the restaurant's menu, which might be a bit out of date or too disjointed. There's the restaurant's structure. He might replace furnishings or install new ovens or even change walls and doors. And then there's the restaurant's process. Maybe the main chef's not taking charge, or the way the kitchen and the serving staff interact is defective. Gordon might swear and shout rather a lot, but by paying attention to those three fundamentals, he usually makes a very positive change. All right, what's that got to do with ICT4D policy? Well, the answer is that to get an effective policy, we need to take action on the same three things that Gordon changes when he tries to create an effective restaurant. We need to pay attention to the menu, the structure, and the process. In other words, we need to pay attention to the content of policy. We need to pay attention to the formal and informal institutional structures through which policy is made and implemented. And we need to pay attention to the processes by which policy is made and implemented. I discuss policy content in a separate presentation, and in general, I think we probably focus on that a bit too much to the detriment of the other components. I undertook some work on policy in Sri Lanka with my colleague Carolyn Stanforth, and we found that the initial content of policy matters surprisingly little in the overall equation. Instead, it's the nature of the stakeholders involved, it's their interests, and it's the way in which they form a policy network that more determines the outcome and the impact of policy. To address structure and process, best practice suggests something like an ICT4D policy collaboratory. The collaboration element of collaboratory relates to structure with a dual bridging role, drawing in horizontally policy actors from both digital and development, and drawing in vertically those connected with both government and other sectors. In process terms, the laboratory element of collaboratory reflects the value of adopting an experimental and iterative approach to policy, allowing incremental learning and policy revision. If you'd like to know more, then take a look at the ICT4D textbook. And thank you for watching.